Hello there, Golfer here, and welcome back to another Let's Play of Civ 7, where we last left off. We had just finished as Augustus, and we're going to head to play Benjamin Franklin. So Benjamin Franklin gets +1 science per age on production buildings in cities. That's nice. It's a nice little touch. Plus 50% production towards constructing production buildings. Amazing. Especially if you're going to play as America in the modern age, wink wink. This is just so good because it lets you get production buildings out more quickly, which means you get everything else out more quickly. Generally speaking, I always go for production buildings that are at least relevant to what I'm doing, so this is great. I think it's not as good as +2 production in the capital, because I like to play with few cities, and just having a really powerful capital is really good, but it's still solid. There's nothing wrong with it. And then we can have 2 endeavors at the same type active at a time, which is incredibly broken early on. I'm going to look to see if I can get a good amount of influence in order to kind of try to spam that early, but I do still like city-states because I like to be self-reliant, but you know, neither here nor there. Mementos, I'm just going to go Chroma and Golden Sapphire Flowers. This combination is just too good, especially playing on the higher difficulties, which we will be doing.
A game of strategy is not idle amusement. Instead, we cultivate foresight, circumspection, and learn caution. Let us build a nation together, so that we may know how nations are built.
For the ones that he's from, influenced heavily by Greek and Rome, which makes sense. We get a blanket +3 influence on the palace. We get protection towards the Oracle. I like that. I like both of those. Those are nice. Bonus to combat if they're adjacent to another hoplite is pretty sweet. And we get a unique great person, which I don't know if I'll be able to get to that much, but we'll see. And then we get some culture, happiness culture. They're very similar. I do like the Legatus, but I just played as Rome, so we're actually going to go as Greece. The extra influence per turn, especially this early on, is great. It's a 30% influence right off the bat. So I like that. We're going to bump this to deity real quick. Standard, continents and islands. I do really like continents and islands compared to the others. They just don't particularly hit compared to what I've seen. I could have my mind changed on that, but I do like continents and islands the most. Let's go into advanced. Age length is long. Combat strength for AI, knock you down to sovereign, because +5 is broken, +8 is ridiculous. Everything else is on deity this time. That's fine. Medium, we're going to keep the crises up and running just because I don't particularly like them, but I don't particularly hate them either. All right, let's begin. Okay, so here we are. I'm not exactly thrilled by this, but I don't hate it either. We've got nice production resources around my capital. We have Volcano that can make these tiles great. That basically means I'm going to be stuck making districts around here, especially because it looks like I'm going to need to make a district that spans this way in order to get a fishing key out here so I can make boats here. But it's not the end of the world. Quite happy with it. So just have to keep all that in mind. And the question is, which way do I want to go? So this is +1 production. No, this is just production for wonders. This is combat. So these two are the resources that are going to give me something. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd rather get this tile because it's going to be production as well as it's volcanic tile, which means it'll probably get better hopefully soon. I don't remember if I put this on moderate. Did I do that? I did put on moderate disaster frequency. What happens if you do stuff often, you often forget. All right. So yeah, that looks like ocean to me. We shall find out eventually. Oh, is this lake? Okay, that's actually useful for wonders. We can make wonders here. All right, yeah, let's go for that because I'll probably be able to build the slinger relatively quickly. Alright, so wine is an excellent resource, as is camels and silver. So we've got significant resources nearby, which is good. Marble down here as well. Alright, so we can get some science and some food or some culture. I do like rushing culture, but the food is really appealing because it just means that I can go faster, but I feel that... Yeah, we'll get the food. I'd rather grow faster. Alright, so we now have both of these. We're up to 10 production by turn 6, which is pretty solid.
Oh, Pachacamac, art thou in the sky or upon the earth?
Okay, we've got a production-heavy wonder here with +2 on improvements on adjacent tiles. So this means that I'm going to probably want, if possible, 2 cities to have these tiles. Because that would mean that I'll be able to utilize it better. Ooh, I think the influence is probably better. Just gotta try to stock it up. You head out over there.
The caged bird.
Okay, now that we've done that, we can go for pottery, or... we'll want to go for masonry. We don't have any mines and quarries, we can go for pottery. Okay, so I'm seeing a potential city location here that will actually eat this up completely, which is something to, which is acceptable. It's not exactly ideal. All right, so we can build a saw pit extremely quickly. We're gonna go this way because I do want to head towards the fishing key, and this is the better way of going about it, I feel. So we'll get that built. Ooh. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Ooh. Interesting. Alright, so we can get happiness towards the next celebration, and culture or gold. I do like the culture. We're hostile with these guys. I kind of want to see what else is around before I actually ally with them. Plus, I would need more, and I want to at least have 20 on reserve, so we're going to have to wait a couple turns anyway. Is it mysticism? Choose government, oligarchy. Oh, dang, that looks like a nice place. All right, let's go with the extra production in science. Okay, we've got ocean over there. So this looks like, to grab all of this, a good city location would be right here, which works out well because it means that I don't need to worry about them. Okay, so we can ally with them. I will have enough, so we'll go ahead and start the befriending process now. Do I want the extra food before building anything? 3 food with... yeah, 3 food with it growing even more, plus the science and culture with this being a thing. That's... I think it's good. It's quick enough that I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, there's nothing particular value up here. Okay. You guys can head this way. Just ignore them. How long till I become friend? 15 turns. Good. I should be able to grab the extra settlement limit, and that'll be pretty useful. Okay, I can already see there's just enough land out here to make a city worth it. Either one of these two spots. Probably here. 1, 2, 3. There is a bit of overlap, but I don't particularly care because that wouldn't actually end up being a city. I need to find where I'm going to forward settle the most. 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, yeah. And then do that. Okay.
All are made of clay.
Okay, what am I interested in next? Incense is a boost to science, which is nice, but I think getting the extra combat right now is best. I can hold off on getting this because I'm not going to build the one anytime soon. In the meantime, getting the extra production from these tiles is good. Get some production. Yeah, production in gold. That sounds lovely. Okay. Pink. You are freshwater. You're a little bit of overlap. So if you're there, you're all freshwater. So I can do it there. So if I want to get all of these resources, I'd have to go here. Still haven't met anyone, which is kind of crazy. I'm taking so much more damage. What? That's annoying. Okay, interesting. So it might actually be better. Get 100 gold and take a lot of damage that might actually kill me because there's an enemy right here, or just take the happiness. I'll just take the happiness. So it looks like putting a city here. And then a city here. And then a city down here to grab the last bit of that. Pretty good. You can head out in this direction for the moment. You're probably going to attack him regardless.
There is another world.
Okay. Yeah, let's go for that next. I can save influence by doing that. Influence on the altar, why not? And we can befriend these independents, I like it. Minus 100 gold, but 40 food. Yeah, absolutely. Like to see a tiny bit more of the map before I fully commit this guy here. That's annoying. Like that. Gonna wait a turn. Yeah. I'd say so. You can come down here. Alright, so how many settlers does this make? I can ignore... Well, maybe not ignore, but... There... So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The question is, am I going to have enough expansionist points to do that? And the answer to that is yes, I'll have enough settlement limit. In 13 turns, I'll get the thing that'll let me befriend probably both of these guys at the same time. Okay. Yeah, over here. You head over here. You head over here. You head over here. It's a very nice... I still haven't ran into anyone. This is kind of crazy. Oh, there's Kowlin down there? Man, if it's iron wasn't here. Okay, this actually makes me think I should hold off. And instead put the city here. Get the fresh water. Put it here. And then that'll let me put another city down here. I like that. Anyway, we're just trying to get as many... Oh my gosh, there's another enemy here. You stay here and heal. You can wait here a turn.
The essence of all beings is the earth.
Okay, you can actually come down this way. I'm gonna try to forward settle this as quickly as possible. Yeah, Babylon did not like that. It's not too surprising. That's 1, 2. Right, and that'll be this will get me 1 over my limit. Eventually I'm gonna befriend these guys and get those guys. I'll get additional settlement. How long till I get these guys? 11 more turns. Okay. Ow, wow, these guys are really aggressive here. I wasn't expecting that. Get a turn, you get either a hoplite nearby. You need to come down here. That's a lot more of an army than I was expecting. Yeah, you can go there. Production for buildings or building production in, wait, the capital? think just overall is better. Because I might make these, at least these two my cities. We will see. Alright, what is my focus? I think the wonder construction would be nice. Okay, you're gonna need to fall back. Hey, we finally met someone. Got a hoplite, which is excellent. And it's crazy, these all ended up being like okay. In terms of like positioning. Yeah, them being next to each other makes a huge difference. Okay, you finished the settler. Guess yeah, just build me an altar. That extra influence. Hanging gardens would be really nice. Go ahead and queue that up. Let's see, we've got, how many turns did I say? 6 more turns. And I've got 3, 4 is the additional. Yeah, you know what? I'd rather have the additional settler out faster. Okay, you need to wait for someone to bring you there. And then as for you, I can see that this is safe here, so I'd rather do this first, and then we can get the other one out here because this will be relatively safe. So Babylon's troops are all down here. A lot of damage there. Nice. Okay. Good, good. Heal up. Heal up. So we do have that additional camel down here, but it's too far away to also grab the marble. I'd rather just do it here. Plus, this is kind of a nice choke point. I kind of want to keep it that way. Should wait a couple more turns. Okay, grab that iron. Absolutely. Oh, also, will I get I'll get a Diplo point in 4 turns, I think. I don't think that's enough, though. I think I need 2. Yeah, I need 2, unfortunately. That's annoying, but whatever. Okay, you come here. Alright, what is my priority? I'd say getting more production. So I don't need the camels right away. So we can get 2 food, 2 or 2 happiness, or 3 production. I'd rather just take the production, so we'll work out towards that. Wait a turn. You. It's fine.
The administration is in the hands of the many.
Alright, let's do this. This. There we go. We get benefits for doing that. Then we'll befriend you. And then we'll befriend you. And then after that, we'll befriend you. I like it. Now, do I want to keep going on this way? I want to just go for public life. That's 26 turns to do this. Theoretic. That's way. Why is this so much? We'll shoot for this because we can get the settlement limit. Yeah, the culture's good.
He was the first to construct a wall, 80 miles in length, which was to separate them.
Alright, we get our city-state bonus. We can get +1 settlement limit. Boom. Get a diplomatic attribute point, which is lovely. I like the extra influence. Makes sense. It's not what I wanted to do, but whatever. Okay. Looks good. Well, I think this is a good place I need to cut the video off. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless.